Hello everyone, I'm Knight of Squires and this is Crusader Kings 2. As always, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. If not, welcome back. So, as of yesterday's episode, we were basically trying to clear up all of the non-nomadic vassals down here, along with tidy up this mess of a border here. So, in between episodes, I've gone through and I've revoked all of the titles in this area, which means we can now, although I am technically holding this, so I'm going to give that to somebody else, and we can now usually pillage this. I don't know why. Oh, because I don't own that. I'm just going to revoke that one. My apologies. Same with this here. I'm just going to revoke that as well. Trying to get all of the non-nomadic vassals, just do some bookkeeping here to get rid of some of these. Yep, perfect. But there's a temple there, so we're just going to come down here again, whoops, and stick some new, there we go, stick some new holding, oh no, not pillage holding, let's not pillage that, let's stick a new vassal in there. And we've got a new vassal in there. So these should all revoke shortly. Yeah. Oh, we have a new daughter called Bage. She's a child of a concubine. Let's set her up to struggle as well, as is common in all of our... Yep, he's going to give me that as well. He's going to give me that. So we should now have all of these which we can pillage, which, as you can see, pillaging gains us 50 gold and 5 random tech points, and that is what I meant earlier when I was saying how we will just make bank. You see our monthly balance is increasing hugely because we are trashing all of this. We've just gained some random tech points, so let's gain some of this noble vassal opinion, because these are always fun, although majesty is also really good. So I think actually majesty gaining karma and prestige is pretty handy to have, so we're going to go with that. My wife Yuliduo asked me to buy her some new clothes. Because of the pregnancy, she has outgrown most of her wardrobe, and now she feels frustrated at not having anything nice to wear whenever she needs to make an appearance at court. My dear, you do not need new clothes, you are already wonderful. She will be flattered. This is available only because of my high diplomacy skill of 13. Apparently this is high. Very well, summon the tailor, cost me some gold. She will be flattered, but I will gain prestige. Oh no, she will gain prestige. Or I have a chance of gaining stressed and she doesn't like me, because why? So that you can throw them away in a few months from now. She might gain stressed and lose opinion of me. I think we're just gonna, to be honest, I can afford the 17 gold and she deserves the prestige. So there we go, she's gained some prestige, she likes me, and the defensive pact against me has ended. So this is always handy. Let's just pillage these holdings, because this will help us make some money. And there we go. That will also give us tech points and free up these squares of land, because the way nomads work is the more squares you have, the more of these potential holdings you have in a province, the more population is basically grows. The more your population grows, and thus the more men you can have, and the faster you can do things like invasions. So we're gonna clear up as much of those as possible, and then we're gonna attempt to revoke these titles, which will go probably poorly, but we're gonna send all these revocations now. No, so you're just gonna declare a civil war no matter what I attempt to take off you, so I'm going to take that duchy off you. She's going to get angry with me. I don't much care. I can't seem to retract that from you. Revoke that. or you. I think these are all under, yeah, these are all under her control, so I'll have to do those manually in a moment. Let's send this in here because this is about to be a civil war situation. Oh, look at that. Civil war. It's actually 2 civil wars simultaneously. So my nephew has, young Yidogui has finished his education in the ways of faith and learning. I notice with pride that he has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. He is a mastermind theologian, which grants -1 intrigue, but +2 diplomacy and stewardship, +9 learning, but a -5% fertility. At his age, that's probably fine. And he could gain frail or a chance of gaining kind. Young Yudogui seems to be quick to praise the deeds of others around him, while neglecting his own physical activity and development. He should focus more on helping others, so he might gain kind, which is a really good trait. Or what a lovely child, he will gain frail, which is an awful trait. So we're going to try and get kind? We did not. We got frail. Awesome. But he is now our heir. We will see what the other one grows up to be like, and we will kind of decide from there. Although we have a son now named Kuju, so perhaps we have 3 sons now, so we should be fine on in terms of no, not that one. We want struggle. I could get him to marry my niece. That would be weird. It is weird the way this works. This game allows for some really strange things. So we're gonna just win these wars now. We'll probably call in our various tribal vassals just to speed this process up a little. And our Yexian has become a masterful level of knowledge and has become a brilliant strategist. So a brilliant strategist, that is a character worth having as an heir. So we're gonna jump onto him a moment. See, he's an aggressive leader, a brilliant strategist. He's brave, he's kind, he's arbitrary, which is not great, but he is a phenomenal character. I can designate the heir, which will mean that, you know, I can only designate my own children, so I can't actually press this button. But what we can do, given that it is based on prestige, him and his brother must be leapfrogging each other over and over again to keep jumping up that quickly. But we'll award the honorary title of Kundur, which gives +2 prestige a month, as does Yabgu, to be honest. Often the brother of the Khan, it carries a great deal of respect. Or as a high-ranking official in the Khan's court, and bestowing it upon them is a sign of approval. They both give a +15. Oh, this actually gives +15 opinion, where that one gives +10. So we'll make him the Yabgu, and that way he will grow his prestige significantly faster and should remain the heir for longer and stop that irritating back and forth that we were getting at the end of the during the last episode. So we're going to siege this down. We're going to very quickly get everybody to attach to me, so that I have an enormous army with which to crush everything in front of me. And continue on like this. Speed that down a little. Actually, let's just deal with some of these. So he's got missing a focus. He could take martial because it gives him a nice positive skill, and we want lots of martial characters in our castle. In our we could pillage Dulan. Which one's Dulan? It's... Oh, yep, we'll pillage that. Don't need that. And are you a temple? I don't know what you are. You are indeed. And you are... Are you controlled by a Buddhist? You are. Perfect. How many does that give us? 3. I know I've got a couple of temples building up here. 1, 2, 3, I think, somewhere. I've got 2. Ah, there's the other one. Okay, so I will have more soon. I have an open council position. My steward apparently died at some point. You can be the steward. You've got a decent stewardship score. You want a seat on the council is your main gripe. So there we go. That should give you a largely positive opinion of me. There you go. Look at that. Nice and easy. And looking at the factions, we have none. Perfect. The world is a dangerous place. People are trying to kill me. Oh no. Let's search for a guru for 50 gold. I can afford that. While we're doing all of this nonsense down here. Oh, somebody's declared war. Who are you? And do I care? Ah, you're down there. Okay. Let's call in all the vassals again. My courtier has become a skill tactician. She can become ambitious, sure. This guru has arrived. He is quick but weak and a dutiful cleric. He's okay. He's a decent stat line. It's not actually anything to be really writing home about, but let's go and crush these armies. This war was unfortunate. We'll have to deal with that in a second, but for that first I need to crush all of this. Liu, my other nephew, can have a chance to become brave. He does not, but he becomes brawny, which is +2 martial, +1 diplomacy, and +1 health. So it's a pretty good stat regardless. Got lots of sieges going on here. Let's just crush this. Take the gold. Crush everything. Yep, crush everything. Crush it, crush it, crush it. I'm going to come over there. And we're going to crush this. Bring me the gold. Crush this. Come over here. Actually, we're going to come over here. And we're just going to flatten this in 12 days. And crushed. Bring me the gold. Crush. And crush again. Let's just sack down everything in this holding and piece out both of these wars as fast as possible. There we go. You're in prison. I'm going to take every title you own, and then I'm going to come up here. Actually, let's go in here and just start sacking all of these down. You own that, so you think you're all big and scary. I'm going to come over there in a minute and show you exactly what big and scary might look like. Half a piece. Yeah, let's clear that off, and then let's come over here. So now we're going to go and show the other people in the region what strength looks like with our 10k soldiers. Hopefully this doesn't end as poorly as some of our previous wars have. So let's just siege that down, siege that down. Let's come in here. Ah, she's become a flamboyant schemer. I have no idea who she is, but good for her. Good for her. And now we're going to utterly crush all of this because these people have dared to anger me. So I'm going to absolutely flatten everything that they own and enforce my demands, which they pay me gold. There we go. Right. So this is my court physician has suggested I buy him some books on anatomy and herbalism so that he can improve his skills. I guess it would be in my best interests, given that he, is the reason I stay alive half the time. And now that you're in prison, I'm going to revoke everything from you. Why don't you like this plan? Who doesn't like this? Who likes me more? You can be the spy master. Well, the supplies you gave him are utterly useless. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. What we'll do is we'll invite, this is a little bit of a get around as well. We'll invite some new guys because they'll all love me. It's a bit of an exploit. has attempted to use her female charms on the Gola to escape. Fortunately, he did not fall for her wiles. She has earned some better quarters. Reward the Gola for his integrity, or throw her in the oubliette, or chuck her in there, because we don't want that. And now what we'll do is Court Guru can be my Chancellor, because he loves me. My nephew can learn things on his own. He is incredible. The Knights of St. John. A decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The Knights have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers can call upon their support in wars against heretics and heathens, but they will not fight those of their own faith. Let them come. My steward, you would agree with me. Who else agrees with me? That might be enough, to be honest. My council has got 3 yes men, and that might be enough. I'd like to have slightly more in the way of yes men. So I'm just going to promote some more commanders. Huh, can ask everybody to leave if need be. That's an interesting idea. Let's just give him a gift so that he likes me lots and lots and lots. Stick him in one of these positions. And let's give him an honorary title of Kunde. There you go. He absolutely loves me at this point. That should be enough to tip most of them over the edge. But either way, I'm going to revoke these titles now. I'm taking them off you. Everybody, yep, look at that. Everybody says that's fine. So I'm just going to revoke all of these because you don't deserve them. Must have a reason. Fine. I'm going to take this off you. I'm going to take this off you. These all say maybe. It's very unlikely that they'll say no, but it does sometimes happen. And when it does, it just means that it's time to crush them again. I can ask courtiers to leave, which cost me 5 gold and will empty my court out slightly. Don't really see why, but sure, that gets rid of some folks. I can keep going, but again, I don't think I'm going to bother for a little while. Watch as all this turns into revolution. What have we got? So, who said no? Why have you revolted against me? Against the why? I don't understand why you've revolted against me. But sure. Okay. The Battle of Kumu. I am surrounded. I am surrounded. Blood is streaking down my face and my axe has begun to feel heavy. A huge bear of a man is looming towards me, but seemed to decide it was not worth I was not worth the trouble. I have just enough time to wonder why before someone runs a sword through my chest. Alas, I have died. This is getting a little ridiculous. I'm going through characters at quite an alarming rate at this point. Kargan Hongji II has ascended to heaven at age 36. He died in battle against Ketuyu Jihu. Always a patient man, he never lost his temper. A godly man, Hongji is with the Buddha now. Kargan Yekshin, being a talented military tactician, we expect him to lead us to many victories on the battlefield. Long live Kargan Yekshin. There's lots of people that are pretenders, but all of those wars have ended. So, let's take stock of the situation now. I'm going to revoke all of these titles. Oh, I don't have any council. Okay. So. I really hate it when this game does that. So, I'm just gonna deal with these. So, we'll just stick in some people who are appropriately good at these things and go from there. Minor titles, court physician, court region. I'm not even married. I should probably get married. He's an 18-year-old lad. Let's have a look at... Oh, you don't like me very much. Oh, you want a seat on the council. That's fair. But you are entirely the wrong religion as far as I'm concerned. Let's arrange a marriage between myself. Do you have anyone? Perfect. She's a shield maiden, wants to marry a ruler. She's got good stats. And she is of the faith. She's of the right faith and of his house. Perfect. Let's do that. Set myself a new ambition to groom an heir. And pick a character focus. I mean, war is doing us so very well right now. So very well. Put a guy in there. Put a guy in there. That should have brought us closer to the number of... Yep. I'm just gonna stick a temple in there. Pop a temple in there. Pop a temple in there. We're gonna get all the temples. All the temples should be sorted. Now we will revoke all of these titles. I don't care if it's an act of tyranny. We will get past this. I shall take all of your titles away from you because they need to go. Deeply grieves him, and oh lord, we have a huge revolt at this stage. That's not ideal. Just gonna buy myself some mercenaries at this point, I think, to try desperately and not lose everything. Everyone respects wealth. Well, let's go. Let's get this on the. Let's get this show on the road. So, well, this was exciting, wasn't it? Half my councillors have gone because everybody hates me because I've committed multiple acts of tyranny one after another. But we will get past all that when my prestige goes through the roof. I've recovered a relic. Wonderful news. I gain song artwork. Perfect. Let's head down there. Flat terrain expert gives me on steppe land, which is what most of this is. So let's gain some bonuses on steppe land. Village holding. Village holding. Yep. You are a barony. Village holding. I'm going to revoke that. So basically everybody's going to hate me very quickly at this stage, but it will all become clear afterwards. Oh, that was actually potentially a temple. Ah, it'll do. Pillage that. Pillage that. This will gain me enough money to pay for all those mercenaries that I've just hired. So that's handy. Revoke title. I've done this kind of playthrough a few times, and this is basically how it ends up. Everybody hates you for some period of time, and then they all love you again because your prestige goes through the roof once you've finished. See, everybody hates me, but once you're through sacking everything, everybody loves you again. We'll get there. Send him down there with some other commanders that I have. Let's hire some new commanders. I don't have any prestige. Yep, time for you all to leave. It's no longer my marshal because he's probably died at this point. Yeah, he died. Intending to enforce their subjugation as a tributary state of the Song Empire, the Protector General Wan Khan of the Western Protectorate has declared war upon Umokid. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one. Han armies have already marching towards the realm of Maharaja, and it seems possible that this spells the end of Umokid independence. Whereabouts are those? This is the Western Protectorate, so is it round here? No, the Western Protectorate's also here. Oh, it's this lot. Well, that's going to be a problem for them. It's time to start winning some of these wars, I think, because we're... the Battle of Croren. Things are going well when suddenly I hear an embarrassed huff from nearby. Spinning my sword ready, I see the enemy commander Buka awkwardly climbing a dried up tree trunk. I think he's trying to escape the battle, my lord. The soldier next to me muses. I've been itching for a fight. I will show no mercy and I will murder him dead. Because we're not having this. These are just raiders, I think. This isn't even relevant to the war. Oh, wow. And they lost. So, at this point, we're just going to get rid of these mercenaries. Because they are costing me far too much money. And in a moment will turn on me. And we don't really want that. Because when mercenaries turn on you, it ends badly for you normally. The Uyghur populace in Luntai have embraced Khitan culture. Or Khitan culture. Yay! They're now my friends. Let's clear up all of this nonsense going on. There we go. And that's put us in a good stead for this war. This is her army. We're going to crush that as well. My half-brother has become a skilled tactician. It's always handy. It's always nice. We're going to hit them one more time. Our ongoing struggles outside of Kumu has brought out the best of our military strategists. One of them, a Khitan veteran with a penchant for innovation. I cannot afford the gold, good sir, so you'll have to stay here. 97. I think at this stage we're just waiting and fighting. We're just going to chase that army down and then call that a day from there. That should be the end of this war at that point. So we'll just chase that army. News from China. The people of the Umayyad kingdom probably never knew why the illustrious emperor chose to attack them. Regardless, they have suffered a crushing defeat, and Han armies are journeying home to celebrate as their victory has finally been declared. The dragon is not to be toyed with. So I imagine these now have a big old Western Protectorate written right across them. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's bad news for them. Bad news for them. Oh, there they are. Let's go up there then. We're going to play hide and seek with this army now. Word has spread far and wide of your achievements. You have earned the silver rank of lavish spender. Perfect. That'll be all those temples I built. And now it's just a case of catching their army. I don't know why. They're apparently faster than me. They must have a an organizer in their ranks. That should be the end of that then. We're gonna... Nope, they're gonna keep going. There. That should be the end of them. There's no way they'll escape me in time now. And that should be the end of that war. It is. So, let's offer that peace. Done. The war against the tyranny of me has ended. I am victorious. And now I'm going to revoke all of your titles. Because I don't particularly... You want to form a blood oath from prison. From prison, you want to form a blood oath with me. You are the only clan that likes me, so I will accept. And I will really ransom you from prison. Although you can't afford the ransom, so perhaps not. You can stay there for a bit. You also can have your title revoked. You can have your title revoked. You can have your title revoked. You can keep that, although I'm going to put somebody else in charge. Because I don't want to be in charge of the temples. I just want to have them controlled by Buddhists. No, that one. Don't pillage the temples. Don't pillage the temples. Pillage that. Don't pillage the temples. Don't pillage the temples. Pillage that. Pillage that. Have somebody else look after the temple. Somebody already is. Perfect. Pillage that. That's a pillage holding because that's a barony. It's not a temple. Pillage. Oh, no, don't stop pillaging. God, why would I do that? And basically, we're just going to clear off everything on this land that is not a temple and does not belong to me. They will give it to me because they don't want to fight me because they are a single city and I am the Kargan. So I'm just going to take and pillage those. Perfect. That gives us a nice sum of money and some tech points. Now, let's get some new commanders, some new holy men, a dozen new nobles, because they're now going to make up my council, because my council hates me. Nope, even they do. Oh no, there they are, look. So let's just do it by opinion. And God, opinion is stretched. My wife makes a decent marshal, but you can be the marshal. You can be... Oh, wow. You can be my steward. You can be my spy master. First person that likes me in this list, you. And Ubhaya. There we go. The Dar clan. Release him if you can. Let's just chuck him in the oublet. The worst thing that will happen is he'll die. The Ketu clan. Get in the oublet. Now we're going to go over there. And everything should now be... Oh. Let's not pillage this because I can't tell if it's a temple. That's not, but we'll pillage that. That is a temple, so that can stay. That's a barony. Is it a barony? Was that a temple? No, it's definitely a barony. Your court guru doesn't talk much. He gives strange advice, and he has also been caught drinking on several occasions. You're beginning to doubt he's a real guru. I will investigate this. And that's being pillaged. That can be pillaged. Make myself some more gold. This is a temple, so we're going to give that to somebody else, because I don't want it. This has a temple, so we're going to give this to somebody else, because I don't want it. Give this to somebody else, because I don't want it. This is not a temple. Pillage that. I think that is all of that now. Don't know why that keeps selecting that, but 2 weak claims. Negotiates. You need... My cousin needs an education skill. Always military, all of the time. All of the military, all of the time. You can probably be imprisoned for... no, I don't care. Go for it. Designated Regent of Mongolia will be my wife because she's great. And actually likes me, unlike everybody else. Wow. Let me just... There we go. You can be my regent because you like me. I need another commander. You can be a commander. Done. We've done the imprisonment. We've got this barony is being... Yeah, those are all being sacked down. So that's all clearing out now. Which gives me a nice income. You've had your court guru watched for several weeks. He secretly drinks and smokes herbs. He keeps sneaking out to pleasure houses in disguise and spends the money he gets from donations on playing cards. You are awful at this and a drunkard. And apparently, despite having 24 intrigue, not very good at this. So, I'm going to confront him. As you confront your court guru over his habits, he breaks down and pleads for mercy. I confess, I'm an imposter. Please have mercy on me. I'm just a common man trying to make a living. I can either kick him out and he's banished, but I lose prestige and he's no longer a court guru, or I can stick him in the prison. Stick him in the dungeons. Let's ransom some prisoners, try and get some more gold. Yep. My brother-in-law would like to be let out of prison at this stage. You can come out of prison, but owe me a favour. These people will all pay, because paying is great. There we go. So, at this stage, we could potentially make more clans and have some more land down here, but I need more soldiers. So I am going to pick up some more soldiers. Our commander has improved significantly. Zhongyuan, who is very good and gains +2 martial, as well as siege engineer. So he's very good. He's very, very good. Let's get everybody to meet up down here. And get on with this. Wang Zhuge gains 3 martial. Oh, somebody's declared a revolt. The Slayer of the Uyghur. Is that my name now? The Slayer of the Uyghur? Or the Uyghur? I'm okay with that. Where's this peasant revolt? I'ma crush it. In uni. Down there. Down we go. We're gonna go and crush this peasant revolt. Even more peasants are rising up now. Because, well, at the end of the day, they hate me. But I'm okay with this. I wonder, if seeing as these guys are in prison, can I just absorb their clans? I can. I can just absorb all of their clans. Why can't I absorb this clan? Oh, I can't afford to lose the 200 prestige. Whoops. He's arbitrary. He has no children, so I'm going to gain the trait, potentially gain the trait Lustful in a vain attempt to actually, nope. Clan sentiment is low because I'm trying to absorb all of the clans. Then what we do is we split the clan. Has no occupied provinces. Bear with me while I crush this rebellion. Yeah, you can have the gold. Well, a clan uprising has occurred because I'm... I've had 2 clan uprisings simultaneously because I am crushing this. I don't have time for this. Nobody's going to join me because everybody hates me. I feel like some mistakes have been made here. But we are going... Right, let's clear this. And then begin this process again. We're going to buy some more mercenaries. Yeah, we can afford to hire both of them. And they're going to come down here. Oh, it's gaining lots of support now. Gained some screaming arrows, which is handy. We're going to play keep away with these guys now. This is getting a little uncomfortable now, I'm not going to lie, with the number of people that are in this revolt. But with my combined army plus mercenaries, we should have plenty. So first off, we're going to crush this. Actually, let's crush that. Oh, the Knights Templar. A new Christian military order has been founded by a small group of wealthy knights. The Poor Fellows, Soldiers of Christ, and the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short, have sworn to protect pilgrims travelling through the Holy Land. The Catholic Church fully endorses the order, and this will allow pious Catholic rulers to call on their aid though they will only fight those against heretics and individuals. More infidels to slaughter. Skill Tactician and Brave. Lots of pop-ups as you can see in this game, but here we go. Oh, more support. This is going to go horribly, but we'll crush this main force here, and then we can mop up mostly. We're losing gold at an alarming rate, so it's just a case. The followers of the Jain faith have always followed the central tenet of showing respect to all living creatures and to refrain from violence, but even the most peaceful of men must occasionally go to war. As such, a new order has been founded named the Bulls of Rishabha. They swear loyalty to all Jain rulers against those who would do them harm. A most devout man named Dantidurga has pledged himself to undertake the leadership of the order to preserve their way of life. They may be necessary if we have to defend our faith. And that is the end of that minor clan uprising. It looks, I think, is that the end? What's going on here? There we go, they're all gone. This person can become zealous. Right, let's get rid. Let's absorb you because I've gained a load of prestige from that. Let's absorb you. There we go. Right. Let's sack these mercenaries off. And then, with our victory, I should own basically all of the land at this stage, because I've absorbed everything. Yep, I own basically all of the land. So, I am going to split the clan and give them Charkleek. That's one clan. Interesting that they they want more land because there's so much land going around. So we will then put another clan. Just going to revoke these for given that... Oh, is that the same guy? Oh, actually, I just don't think I own his land. No, I don't actually own that. So, I'm going to revoke that. Going to stick another clan up here. On the county of Western Saiyan. Don't know where Eastern Saiyan is, but Western Saiyan. Can go to that guy. New clan has risen. And stick another one in this fertile land down here, look. Give him all this. And Gervan Saikan. Like that. So, at this stage, I'm going to call that a day there, and in between episodes I'm going to give out all of this land to various people to stop rebellions happening, but that's really boring to watch, so I'm not going to do that on screen. I will do that in between. So thank you for joining me today, and as always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please drop a like and potentially subscribe to the channel to see more updates in the future. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you tomorrow.